Well, hey everybody. I'm going by the name Kharma for this channel, I guess you could say, here on YouTube. I got the nickname Kharma here in the last few months because pretty much I'm a bitch, and I'm not afraid to give back what people give to me, whether it's good or bad. About 6 months ago, I started this channel, and I was starting a project called the Kharma Diaries, where I blogged every day to talk about living my life with the disease bipolar disorder and post-traumatic stress disorder. Well, did a few videos, they're really half-assed, and so I decided to start a new one. So this time it's called the Kharma Diaries, because how am I supposed to explain how I live my life with this disease if you don't know my life? And the goal I hope to get out of this is not only for maybe someone to watch this that has bipolar or has another issue that I have and can relate to it, but really together just learn about life lessons. And honestly, this is a way for me to learn more about me, you know, and the kind of person that I am and all that. So a little bit about me. I'm 28 years old. I'm from Kansas City, Missouri. I have an 8-year-old daughter and a 6-year-old son. I'm a stay-at-home mom. I don't work. My diseases unfortunately keep me from working, but I hope to one day work. I just have to work on figuring out what job is right for me and what job is easier for me to cope with. And so when I'm having one of those bipolar days or having one of those bad days, I can still handle it, you know, even though it's a bad day. So that's my goal, you know, here in the next few months, because my youngest is starting school, so I'll be here by myself all day, and I need something productive to do. Which is another reason why I've decided to start the project again, because again, it gives me something to do, and it's, you know, I think for a good cause. I'm not looking to get famous or anything, and plus, it's a lot easier to sit here by myself and talk to a camera instead of to a person face to face, because there are some crazy things that go on in my head that I do worry I'll be judged on, and I do worry, you know, isn't normal, even though I know that's highly unlikely. You know, still, you know, for me, having bipolar, my biggest fear is that people will find out or people will think that I'm crazy. You know, I take care of myself. I go to therapy, I take my medication, and I work really hard at staying healthy, like mentally and physically. And so I hope that you can't tell that I'm bipolar until I've told you on here. So yeah, because here lately, I've been really down. I haven't been this down in a good 6 years. I recently moved. I've been living here for almost 4 months now. I'm still in the same city, just in a different part. And it's about a 35-minute drive from where I used to live. A lot of people quit talking to me. People who I thought were really good friends, people who I really put a lot of my faith into, and it ended up that they really weren't there for me when I needed them the most. And that's okay. I mean, you know, that's their decision. You know, I've just learned that maybe they're the type of people I don't need in my life, let alone want in my life anymore. But yeah, I'm not a person who adjusts to change well, especially a big change, and moving's probably about as big a change as you can get. It's been hard. It's lonely. It's a big complex. Before, we lived just in one building. It was rented out by like an older couple, and there's 12 apartments. Everybody knew everybody else. But here it's like, I don't know, there's like a lot of apartments and a lot of people, and I really haven't met anybody. I mean, I met a few people, but nobody that I really talk to on a day-to-day basis or anything like that, which that's okay, you know, I mean, it happens. You know, but there's a lot of different, you know, things, like there's a lot of places that are close that actually interest me. Like there's lots of antique shops and like cafes, and because I actually live more in the inner city now than I did before. And so I like that part. I like it because it's kind of busy and has the hustle and bustle of all this stuff to do, and you know, and I feel like I fit in over here more because I have piercings and tattoos, and because of the things that I like and all that. So let's see, things that I like besides antique stores and tattoos and piercings and all that. I love music. I love music. I pretty much listen to music all day long. I love movies. I pretty much watch movies all day long. Like reading, writing. I like to write poems and short stories. I'm actually working on a novel. I've been working on it for like ever, but it's a hobby and it's not easy. So, let's see. I like to garden. I like to do anything outdoors. I like to go hiking and camping and stuff like that. I just don't get a chance to really do that much of either of those things. Gardening, I have a balcony now where I live in my apartment, and so I'm trying to get a container garden started, but it's really not happening just yet, and honestly it's way too hot, so I think I might just wait till next summer or the fall or something. But let's see, I love to study about different religions and cultures. I find it fascinating, especially like the history of like different countries and stuff like that. Because, well, not only do I like to learn about that stuff, but I'm also a Christian witch. And this is a part of me that I was afraid to share before that I'm not going to be afraid to share now. I am a Christian, yet I am also a Wiccan. And a lot of people say you can't do that. And I know I'm going to get a lot of grief from my Christian friends. I'm going to get a lot of grief from my Wiccan friends. But really, I don't care. This is me. And if you don't like it, then you don't have to. A Christian witch is like, being a Christian is my religion, but Wicca is my way of life. So Wicca to me is more than a religion. It's my way of life. It's what I think about when I do everything. And being a Christian is my religion. So I don't understand why I can't do both. And so, because the whole point of Wicca is to bring to your path, or to your, I call it your religious table, what you want. So who says that I can't bring Christianity into it? So that's what I do. Get a lot of grief from that, but oh well, this is me, and if you don't like it, you can not like it. I mean, I don't know what to tell you to do. So yeah, so just a lot of things going through my mind right now of how to start this and how to make it right, not sound stupid, and all that, but I don't know, I mean, it's been a really rough year for me. A lot of changes, a lot of things going on, and I can't just sit here and not do anything. It's been rough. This is probably the hardest year that I've had in 6 years. Especially with my son going to school. It's not the fact that he's going to school that makes me upset, but the fact that I'm going to be here by myself all day. Because his sister, she's really my stepdaughter, not just my daughter, but she feels like just my daughter. She comes every other weekend, and but with him gone, I'm going to be here all day by myself. And the worst thing to happen for me is to sit here by myself all day and just think. That's where the post-traumatic disorder comes in. You get flashbacks if you let your mind wander too long. You have racing thoughts, and you just think and think and think, and I do something called the snowball effect. Perfect example of the snowball effect. Okay, let's say I'm ironing some clothes and I go to Walmart. Okay, then pretty soon at Walmart I worry, oh, I didn't turn off the iron. Then pretty soon I'm just like, well, what if it's catching something on fire? And then I'm like, oh, well, if it's catching something on fire, it's going to catch my whole apartment on fire. If it catches my apartment on fire, it's going to capture someone else's apartment on fire. And then by the time I get back from Walmart, I'm convinced that I have the whole block up in flames because I'm not sure if I turned the iron off. That is a perfect example of the snowball effect, which is also a side effect of the PTSD. Like I said, I take medication and I go to therapy, and I've learned to cope with these things in a healthy way. I still have my bad days, but that's normal. Everybody has bad days. And I'm just really worried that people are going to think I'm totally crazy and not really enjoy this, and and everything. But really, I mean, this is just who I am. This is just me, and it's very scary to do this. I'm really vulnerable right now, putting all this out there, but I think it needs to be done not only to help others, but to help me, like to learn more about myself and be honest with myself about a lot of things. Let's see. So, I told you about my religious beliefs and all that I was afraid to do before. Oh, anyway, but about him going to school. It does worry me, and then it makes me feel bad because then everyone's like, oh, where are you going to go back to work now that he's in school? And then it makes me feel ashamed of myself because I can't go and just take any job like everybody else. I have to be careful about what job I pick. And so a lot of people think it's an excuse to be lazy and not want to work when that's not the case at all. Like, I would give anything to be quote-unquote normal and be able to have a normal life. I can still have a pretty normal life. I just have to learn how to relive my life in a different way than everybody else. I was diagnosed when I was 27. I was diagnosed in the summer of 2007 with bipolar disorder, and for years I had been misdiagnosed and put on all different types of medication that never worked, or if they worked, it only worked for a little while, and it still wouldn't work all the way. And so now that I actually know what's wrong with me, or like not what's wrong with me, what disease I have, I'm able to cope with things a lot better. I'm able to be happier. I'm able to do more things and be more productive with my life. And I still have dreams, like normal people dreams, I guess you could say. I still want to go back to college and finish my degree and own my own business and all that stuff. And so I'm hopeful, yeah, a lot of information on like the first video, but well, since I mentioned I moved, I thought maybe we could go on a little tour of my new apartment. So those of you who remember my old apartment or have seen it can see like how much nicer and bigger this place is, and I'm really proud of it. My partner and I had a really rough time when I was pregnant with our son. And so to go from that to this place in that short amount of time, I'm really proud of him because he does a lot for us, and I'm really proud of me too, because we really stuck to each other, through rough times and all that. And so I'm really proud of us for getting the place that we have now. So all right, so let's go on a tour, and I will show you my cool new apartment. So if you get some weird angles right now, I'm sorry. Okay, this is my living room. Sorry, it's kind of dark. Everyone should be in bed by now, but I'm not going to guarantee anything. This is my kitchen. Like deep freeze window. Have a window in my kitchen, which is like the best part. So, okay, and this is the computer area / dining room area. This table is my desk. This is where I do all of my stuff. I listen to the radio, talk on the phone, write letters, journal, and even do my video blogs from there. So, okay. Sorry, again, the living room's kind of dark. There's David. Say hi, David.
Hi, David.
So, let's get some lights turned on for you. Okay, this is my foyer area to my apartment. And this is my hallway. Yay! This is my bedroom, my huge bedroom, which I absolutely love and adore. So, yeah, it's so big. It's so funny. When we first moved in, we were like, what the heck? This looks like nothing's in it, because we didn't have that much stuff, because the other place was so small, but it's okay. This is an important part of me. This is what I call my prayer corner. It has my altar. I usually keep my scriptures, like my Bible and stuff like that, on this table to keep them spiritually charged. These are all this is a picture of my family, my dream catchers, things and pictures of people that are sacred to me, stuff like that. So, yeah, have all that stuff up there. There's all my polar bear stuff. I'm a polar bear freak. Oh, there's my drink. I was wondering where I'd put that. Okay, so we'll take that with us. So there's my bedroom. See, here's my hallway again. And here is my bathroom. My big, luxurious bathroom. There's me. Hello. So, yeah, because my old place, my bathroom was, the whole bathroom was like the size of like this room right here. So, like, was not happening. So, oh, there's my son. He's gonna come around the corner. He's supposed to go to bed. There's David again. There's Nathaniel. Say hi, Nathaniel.
Hi.
Okay. So now we'll come back in here. Back to my desk. Step into my office, why don't you? So, alright, well, I think that pretty much wraps it up right now for the first vlog. Hopefully it wasn't too sporadic or too crazy for you. And you'll come back and you'll want to see lots more. And, you know, feel free to comment, to rate, to send messages, you know, to send emails. You know, I would love to hear what people think. If you have any questions, you know, send them to me. I'll answer them. So, alright, well, I really hope that, you know, you stay with me on this adventure and you grow with me and learn more about me and learn about myself, and we'll talk to you later. Alright, blessed be and God bless.